All right, this is a great question. ESPN ranked us number 4 for 2023. Are we happy being at the top, or do we wish we could have ridden the underdogs a little bit longer? I don't know. I'm very split here. I think that's a phenomenal question. I love that you just asked that. Here's the negative side to me. It is harder to coach from the front. It's going to be a tough job for Mike Norvell this year to get his players to not read their own press clippings, to not think that they've arrived, to get up for every single game. It's easy to get up as the underdog. It's easy when there are no expectations. It's easy when you're not worried about, oh man, we can't fall off here. You went into the Clemson game last year, no pressure. No pressure on Florida State in the Clemson game at all. You were already out of the ACC because you'd lost the 2 weeks before. You were an underdog at home. Clemson was supposed to beat you. If you lose that game, you're upset because you don't want to lose, but no big deal. No pressure at all. There's going to be pressure this year. And I know it's on the road. And Clemson might be a slight favorite, but there's pressure. And there's going to be pressure every single week to retain the Florida State. How many games did Florida State play as a ranked team this year? Well, Wake Forest was one. And I think they were ranked again after Miami. And so then you had 3 more ranked games for the rest of the year. You're going to play 12 ranked games next year, unless things go way off the rails. There's going to be pressure every week. You're going to be favored against LSU this time. You're not the underdog. You don't get to play up and hype up the it's us against the world mentality. So that's the negative side. How does Mike Norvell coach? Because for the first 3 years, Mike Norvell's been an underdog, and he's done a great job coaching there. What's tough is how does he coach as a favorite? Here's the pro. Here's the plus side of being ranked high to start the year. First of all, you control your own destiny. Anything you want to get to, you control. Florida State starts in the top 4, you win out, you're in. Now, if Florida State starts in the top 20, they win out and they're in. But you control your own destiny. Number 2, it's great for recruiting. I think it's phenomenal for recruiting. Hey guys, 2024 class, 2025 class, we've been telling you guys since you were freshmen and sophomores in high school, this is where we're building to. And look at it. 3 years in, we did it. We got to what we wanted. We wanted the national recognition. We wanted people to think we were a top 5 program in the country. And boom, they did it. We're there. Not that we've arrived. Not that Florida State's back. You need to win. You need to back it up on the field. But I think it's great for recruiting. Hey guys, remember how we told you we were building towards something? Well, everybody else is starting to see it too. Do you want to come be part of it? Do you want to come be part of what's going on here? It's great for recruiting. Number 3, it's great for the team. You think it's discouraging for guys? You think it was discouraging for the guys when they got ranked against Wake Forest and then lost 3 straight games and weren't ranked anymore? As exciting as it is to be back in the polls and ranked, it shows the team that same proof of concept. It shows the team, listen guys, we told you since we recruited you, we told you the first 2 years when things were not good, when we won 3 and 5, we told you this day was coming and it's here. Now it's time for you guys to go out and capitalize on it. And number 4, I think it's great for the boosters and it's great for NIL. There is so much excitement around what Florida State is doing, around what's going on in Tallahassee, that season tickets are going, the boosters are getting new signups, and people are completely and utterly supportive of FSU's NIL efforts. Battle's End isn't even asking for money right now, and people are begging for a way to give to Battle's End. So it's good for a lot of things. I would love to still be the underdog in some situations, but I think there's pros and cons to it. And I think that as many cons as you can come up with, you can come up with that many pros for it as well. That was a great question. Kay Escato, thank you so much for that. I think that was a great question. Let me go on a little bit of a rant there. First game's going to be super vital. A decisive victory there, and we are in terrific shape. Lose or struggle, could have a rough time overall. I don't know. So I don't think you want to struggle in that game, but if you were to lose a close game to LSU, you've got a lot of time to rebound. You obviously just need LSU to do really well going forward. It'd be great if LSU could go on and win the SEC after we win or lose against them. But I think this team has done a good job of this. I think this team has done a very good job of bouncing back when things don't go their way. And they've done it for 3 years now. Florida State comes out and they lose to Wake Forest. I thought they bounced back really well in that first half against NC State. And they let that game get away from them, but they didn't. That wasn't a situation where one loss turned into another. I see that, Harlan. I'll get to it in just a minute. That wasn't a situation where one loss turned into another. Like, Florida State bounced back from that Wake Forest game. And their mistakes in the second half are why they lost that NC State game. But they bounced back there. And they lose to Clemson. What did they do after that? They bounced back and responded very, very well. Or they were down against Florida, down against Oklahoma, and they bounced back again. I think they do a great job of that. And I think they did a good job of that in 2021, bouncing back from a bad start. So even if they were to lose that LSU game, which I don't think they do, I think they win that game. I'm not so worried about that.